Brain health?
Mary, Janet, hey.
Eddie, no, Fraser, Frank. Frank?
Fred, how are you? Fred.
Support up to 7 brain health indicators, including memory. When you need to remember Nariva.
Good morning with Kcal. Good morning. Yeah. Try Kcal Chewy Fruit Bites for fast and gentle constipation relief in as little as 30 minutes. Making your good morning even better with Kcal.
This is Kcal News Mornings.
Good morning, everyone. Today it's February 15th. It is Saturday. I'm Rachel Kim.
And I'm Amanda Starrentino in for Shiva Turk this morning. Welcome to Kcal News at 9 and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. Let's start with a look at our weather for this weekend. Meteorologist Marina Jurica in for Alex Biston this morning. And it was so windy last night. Is that wind going to stick around?
It is not. So we will see those winds quiet down, especially in our valley locations. But our mountaintops will continue to see some gusty winds until about later on this evening in the upper 30s. And so we are going to be looking at an improving forecast. It just takes some time once that cold front moves through for us to see those improvements. But it's a chilly start no matter where you are. Downtown LA, 54 degrees, and we've got 40s and 50s across the board. I'll let you know when those 70s are returning. That's coming up with our full next weather forecast. Back to you.
All right, Marina, thank you. Storm cleanup continues in Sierra Madre this morning after it was hit hard by mudslides. Some areas are buried in knee-deep mud, surrounding homes and creeping into people's garages. City workers and CAL FIRE hand crews came to the Hillside neighborhood to help. The city says its first priority is clearing out main roads.
This is insane. Look at that, it's crazy. Thought we knew what to expect. We put the mud fence up, we tried to be prepared, but this was just way, way too much.
Is that we can see hope in all of this stuff, that we don't forget that tragedies happen, but people recover from tragedies all the time.
The city is monitoring the burn scar to see if any other slides are possible. Zones that were under evacuation orders have been downgraded to warnings, but some roads will remain closed.
And this morning, the iconic Malibu beach spot Duke's is facing new damage following the storm. The restaurant survived the Palisades fire, only to be swamped by feet of mud.
Yeah, as the owners tell our Lauren Posen, the mudslides have made a big mess of Malibu.
Well, this is as close as we can get. PCH is closed at Carbon Canyon. We've seen plenty of cleanup trucks coming and going from this area. You can see police do have it all blocked off here for them. Now, Duke's is just about less than 2 miles from where we are here and where that massive mudslide was. It's an unbelievable scene. Thursday's storm triggered a mudslide that sent waves of mud, water, and debris down the hillsides onto PCH and straight into Duke's restaurant.
Within literally a matter of minutes, the restaurant was both ends, entire parking lot full of mud and debris.
Josh Morgan, VP of Operations for TS Restaurants, which owns Duke's, says the mud creeped inside the restaurant too. Crews began cleaning up Friday. The restaurant has been temporarily closed since January 7th due to the Palisades fire. While it didn't suffer major fire damage, smoke and ash debris covered the restaurant.
We have about 132 employees at Duke's, and for them to be out of work is a very difficult thing. So we were hopeful that we were able to get reopened here in the near future, and now this has pushed us back again.
Down PCH at Topanga Canyon, another muddy mess.
We're talking about the area that is south of the village down towards PCH. This area is not unfamiliar with slides. I mean, we see it almost every year, but this is about as bad as I have ever seen it.
Malibu's mayor says there's a lot of damage from Thursday's storm. Crews are working to clean up. Still, not all of Malibu is closed for business.
We've got to take care of our local restaurants and local businesses. So if people want to come and enjoy Malibu, please have them come on out. It's a Chamber of Commerce Day from the pier to the west.
Back over at Duke's, while the timeline for reopening is unclear, one thing is certain. Neither a fire nor a mudslide can take away this Malibu staple, which has stood for nearly 30 years.
We just look forward to, again, getting back open and serving our community and seeing all of our friends back in the restaurant.
Now, of course, Caltrans is in charge of reopening the parts of PCH that are closed, and the mayor told me he's hopeful that they're going to open at least just for local resident traffic and emergency vehicles sooner rather than later. Reporting in Malibu, Lauren Posen, Kcal News.
Lauren, thank you. The Malibu area has been hit with at least 2 earthquakes in the last 7 hours. A 3.5 magnitude quake hit at 6:30 this morning. And late last night, there was a 3.7 magnitude earthquake that shook the Malibu area. As of right now, there have been no reports of any damage or injuries.
And the storm, it impacted all of Southern California, also leaving behind a muddy mess in San Bernardino County. Video shows several cars and trucks buried in feet of mud on Highway 330 near Running Springs.
Well, from floods to mudslides, and now it's been confirmed that a tornado ripped through Oxnard in the middle of the storm. It damaged dozens of homes in a mobile home park. It also ripped up carports, sending debris over to a highway. The National Weather Service says it was an F0, which is the measurement of the weakest tornado, but of course, still leaving a lot of damage.
Very scared. My 11-year-old granddaughter came out of the room and she was shaking, crying. She had never experienced something like that before.
Crews were out there Friday removing any hanging debris left over from the storm. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Kcal News at 9 a.m. is just getting started. Stay